right, peace, good people. I'm back with another reading of Tabitha Brown's Feeding the Soul because it's my business, finding our way to joy, love, and freedom. Yes, let me drink some of my tea if I get too cold. Yes. So the last chapter was really good. It was saying, chapter 7 was talking about no shame in putting yourself first. So now we're on chapter 8, and it's entitled Pay Attention to the Signs. Starts off with a quote by Steve Maraboli that says, when masks fall off, don't focus on where they fall, focus on who they reveal. Let's get into it. Baby, stop ignoring all those signs just because you don't want it to be true. We all have done it. We don't want to face the truth of something, so we pretend like it didn't happen or wasn't said. We ignore it because we hope that if we don't acknowledge it, whatever it is will go away. It won't. I know you don't feel like going through it, honey. Dealing with or facing it is going to be hard, but you will get through it. I promise. When I worked in an office setting in corporate America, I was used to being the only black woman in the room. It wasn't just at one job. This was true with multiple employers. Before diversity and inclusion programs were a thing, this was the norm for many black people in the corporations all around the country. At one particular company, I shared an office with two women who seemed really nice. In fact, I thought we'd gotten pretty close over the years we worked together, but at one point in my time there, little things started to happen that didn't feel right. Company emails would go out and I wouldn't be included, but my two friends were. Or one of them would speak when I came into the room, but the other one wouldn't. Or the office would fall quiet when I entered it, even though they were clearly having a spirited conversation. I started feeling anxious about it, but then thought, no, Tab, maybe you're overreacting. I tried to make up excuses about why things were happening instead of facing what was right in front of me. The final red flag for me, the one that forced me to stop pretending that these women were my friends, was when I began to be obviously mistreated by the higher-ups. The supervisors and my coworkers just ignored it or would gaslight me by saying I was making a big deal over nothing. I knew what being discriminated against felt like from previous experiences, but I didn't want to believe it was happening again. I had tried so hard to make everyone comfortable and to like me, but I was hurting myself in the process. Can't always do that, Tab. Can't always make people like you. Hold on, y'all, because it's tea getting cold. I eventually left that job, but in the back of my mind, I still thought that maybe we were friends. My personality is one that always tries to see people for who they are and in turn to love and respect others wholeheartedly. We shared so much over the years, surely we stay in touch, right? No. After I left, I never heard from them again. I tried to reach out, tried to stay in touch, but they weren't interested. That hurt, but it was a real wake-up call for me. I'd ignored the red flags, all those signs that these women were never really my friends. Any sharing we did was out of courtesy. We just worked together, and there's a difference, one that will reveal itself when you leave that job. Not hearing from them afterward told me what I meant to them. Friendships with coworkers are certainly possible. I worked at a call center from the late 90s through 2004, and there are people I work with there who are still my friends today. But these women didn't want that, and that has to be okay. My feelings were hurt, if I'm honest, because I allowed them to be. I chose to act like we were friends because maybe that's what I longed for. And sometimes when we operate out of our personal longings, it causes us to put on blinders. Our vision can become clouded by our desires to the extent that we don't see people or situations for who and what they are. There are always signs. Pay attention to them. Some are small, others are large and glaring, but honey, I know one thing for sure. If you choose to not see them because you are holding on to your expectations of what a person should be or what they should do or how a situation ought to pan out, you would disappoint yourself every single time. I expected those women to treat me differently, to see me differently, and those expectations didn't line up with reality. Honey, don't hurt yourself trying to pretend that something is more than it is. Remember, we can extend grace and love to people without hurting ourselves while doing so. And that is that. I love the Tab. Straight to the point. All right, y'all. I'll be tuning in with y'all again soon for more of Auntie Tab's Feeding the Soul because that's my business. All right, y'all. Have a good day.